And no brotherly love for Philadelphia this week, of course. Western PA, you know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Let's play pickleball.
So all that wonderful mid-court work and the shoulder shimmy from Tardio throws off the rhythm of Hovenier.
Nice first volley from Big Blaine.
Kept it in, right on the line, and avoided a very aggressive poaching B.Johns on that last point.
Two up, two back continues. Here they go. Okay, Jaume, really nice on the first one. Got some help off the tape, but still, that's part of it.
On it. And not surprising to see Gabe, after all the digs, first neutral kitchen opportunity, send it. And it's going to be important for Jaume to look for some poach opportunities here. Blaine Hovenier doesn't have much of a easy third shot drive to get a fifth. He's looking to do damage with his third shot drives, and they need to capitalize on those. I like what I'm seeing early from Jaume. Just on his toes, looking to be aggressive, offensive on the 50-50 balls. And of course, Dave, when I say 50-50 balls, it's those ones that are, could I play it soft or could I attack? It's where you have the option of both, and I like that default of aggression right now for Jaume.
I mean, they say it's a race to the ball in the middle. They clank paddles, pop it up, win the point.
Yeah, that might be the biggest race I've seen to get to that shot.
What a strategy for one of the ultimate strategists in Van.
And the reload, so good from B.Johns.
Because he doesn't care if you're on the first one, Adam.
Doesn't matter. As long as it's not terrible on the initial speed up. Yeah, this is one event Ben right now. Singles gone, no mixed. He's
fresh as a daisy out here.
So Blaine avoided Ben a few points ago on the first volley. This time, the pressure of the off-ball player, B.Johns, forces the miss.
Problem is your cranium can't forget, and you overcompensate.
I thought he just slides and hits backhand counters.
Sometimes he feels like doing something different, Adam.
Switch it on over to the forehand side and hit it with plenty of pace for Tardio. 1-1, a distant memory.
Look at this insanity. He went for an ATP tweener and caught the tape. That would have been one of the greatest events in the history of our sport, and he hit the net.
Dare I say he had to try that in that moment?
Here's a great look at it.
I think if I was coaching him, I would have just been like, I totally understand.
Yes.
I totally understand.
Could not agree with you more. Plus, Ben had to run fast too in that point, but
time in.
I don't think Colin ever tried a tweener ATP.
Side out.
I really feel like B.Johns has been hyper aggressive off the ball when Gabe gets a third to start this one. Side spin
Second serve.
slapper through the middle from Tardio. Handcuffing Hovenier. He's been caught a couple
1-7-2.
times here in game one in some awkward positions.
What a serve. Okay.
Point.
Little slide for Jaume
Yeah.
to find a forehand.
That's nice. Even handled that pancake first
Yes.
volley from Gabe Tardio. So nice work in that point for
7-2.
Jaume Martinez Vich.
Point.
Just enough on
Yes.
the backhand counter from Blaine Hovenier. Because that was looking like a pretty nasty
3-7-2.
combo for Ben, but he couldn't catch the second ball.
Okay.
Point.
And what felt very lopsided a minute ago,
Yeah.
they are within 3.
Four, 7-2. Side out.
A little too much carve on the drop attempt from Jaume.
7-4-1.
Oh, they fought over it again. And Jaume had both feet off the air on one of those.
Incredible body control from Jaume.
This is a surprise
7-4-2.
we've seen him
Yeah, right.
since he's been battling this back injury.
Side out.
That was such a sad stretch of a couple months there because he's one of the best movers we've ever seen in the sport.
Yes.
4-7-1.
And he was definitely stiff with that back issue for a while, looking more flexible here.
Point.
And they are within 2.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. I mean, solid enough shot from Jaume, but complete miss hit from Tardio.
5-7-1. Point.
And how about this?
Yeah, I think we got to just shift over some ball distribution over to Blaine Hovenier right now. Not because he's missing a lot, because Jaume's on it.
6-7-1.
Is he ever? And shake it, bake it, and tie it up. And Ben is not going to call timeout here because that would be sending the exact message he doesn't want to call, which is we're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, they did what I said.
7-7-1.
They just ran into the big forehand of Blaine
Exactly.
and a flying Jaume.
Second serve.
Wow. He got a great
He did.
look.
The initial speed up was very good. Not surprising that Gabe put it back across the net in an
7-7-2.
awkward spot for his opponent. Seen it so many times.
Wow. Gabe passes on a couple chances, and they are behind.
When have you ever said that statement? Gabe passes on a couple
8-7-2.
opportunities in 1 point.
Point.
Adam,
Oh, here it comes.
that is 8 in a row,
Timeout
and we've
receivers,
reached the point where
9-7-2.
you have to call timeout. Adam, they have a chance to earn a game point right
Time
here.
in. 9-7-2. Point.
counter tag. The tattoo parlor is open with heavy ink, and we have game
10-7-2.
point. And
Point game. 11-7.
unbelievable, Adam.
Timeout, change
Sacktown
it.
is halfway home to Upset City. 10 in a row for Martinez, Vich, and Hovenier, and game one is in their pocket. So here we go. Can the upstart 8 seed keep this going?
Already see Ben hunting in the middle of the court after that drop straight ahead.
The other big piece
1-0-2.
of news here is Jaume sitting in the last spot in men's doubles to qualify for the finals.
Point.
Literally 16 out of 16.
Right. He's already played worse in game 2 than he did in game 1.
In those 24 seconds right there.
Side out.
Friendly game. One from Jaume in a similar
0-2-1.
position, and Ben gives one right back.
Second serve.
Again, and I would like to see, with Blaine stepping into the court, Jaume
0-2-2.
a little more forward after that big drive from Blaine. He ripped it, but he was so far back in the court he couldn't do damage.
Point.
Backhand to backhand there for Blaine.
But you can't find the forehand. A lot of wingspan on Blaine, and if you put it in a traditional spot around his
1-2-2.
waist or midsection, he can punch it with the best of them.
Side out.
Well, that should be a 2-y, and it should be rocked.
Right. Yeah, I think it's definitely an offensive look of some sort on that
2-1-1.
ball.
Point.
Not passing up chances here. Again, just the first tournament together for Jaume and
3-1-1.
Blaine. Left side Blaine here.
Point.
So Ben was not sure, but Gabe helps him out with the call in the corner.
Yeah. 'cause
OUT.
He didn't have time to snap his head around, but well out.
4-1-1. Second serve.
Yeah, that was that last one from Blaine. I'd love to see some footwork and just hit it, slap it with a
4-1-2.
forehand. Seven swings it and a Bugs Bunny strikeout over there for Gabe Tardio off the tape.
One, 4-1. Second serve.
Not 10 out of 10 Jaume so far here.
One, 4-2. Side out.
And that's one of the issues with Jaume coming all the way over. If that first volley is as clean as it was, and it was
4-1-1.
from Gabe Tardio, you were out of position.
Point.
Jaume is about to destroy that.
And I really like that help in the middle from Jaume, too. I think that Blaine sometimes gets in trouble when he has to take too much court from the left side. Now, one thing he is tall, and he was a little bit beat by that slower offensive shot, and big old right hand swoops in there and does some damage for Blaine Hovenier.
Yeah, if we're late, it goes through the middle at him. It's not fair. Jaume's hands are on point today.
Oh, baby.
Wow, Hovenier fires and Ben wears it.
Midsection. Ben is bailing out and can't bail fast enough. What an offensive pull from Blaine.
Ben did not see that till it was too late. What a shot.
Second serve.
Perfect location there from Tardio. You can see that. Do I hit a backhand? Do I hit a forehand? And Blaine takes an awkward swing.
Where's the drive?
Fantastic question.
Yeah, we'll just leave that there.
I mean, if he's neutral or any amount of momentum forward, just let it rip.
Especially against this team.
Have to be careful with the plain dinks, even if they're shallow. Especially, I would even say more so to Gabe Tardio than B.Johns.
6-1-1.
Electric off the bounce. Oh, baby.
And Blaine goes for the crossing himself, and crowd eats that up.
Yeah, that's a fan favorite one right there. Jaume, he was holding it to protect Blaine, and
6-1-2.
whole left side was open. Ben couldn't find it.
Side out.
What'd you say a moment ago? Jaume's hands are hot?
Yes, and they're increasingly hot here too. Not backing off. Some of the soft stuff has gone down just a dip.
Yeah.
1-6-1.
Oh my, here he goes again. Got to win the rally now. Oh no, it can't go off the tape. Where are the pickleball gods when we get a behind the back lob into the corner?
Yeah, and Ben would have smiled about that if they had not lost game one, and he walks right back to his return position.
Point. Two, 6-2.
Ooh, that was extremely close.
This could be a challenge, the in-rolling situation.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the in-ruling. The result of the rally puts us at 3-6-2. We'll proceed with video review. After review, the rally stands. The ball was in.
Okay.
Loss of free challenge, no free challenge remaining. One free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at 3-6-2.
I mean, the slimmest of green dots right there, but you got to have every break if you're the underdog, and that's what we're seeing here.
Time in. 3-6-2. Side out.
Middle has been a bit of an issue for these boys here in game two. At least they're fighting over whose fault it was.
6-3-1.
Okay.
Second serve.
That's impressive. That's not shutting it down with two hands, lunging into the middle either. That's just a one-handed punch from Blaine Hovenier, back where it came from.
Point.
Tries behind the back again. Surprised that he's not sitting there on where that ball was.
Especially after the previous counter in the middle from Blaine Hovenier.
7-3-2.
Gabe's tricky.
Point.
And there's the middle issue again, and two relatively freebies
Timeout
back to
receivers,
back, and here
8-3-2.
comes a timeout from Blaine. So, had a huge lead in game one, couldn't take care of it. Here we are in game two. Feels like we're going to three, but
sure.
Is it just intensity? Jaume came down a little. What are you seeing?
Yeah, definitely. And so there's been a couple soft errors from Jaume, and there's been some pretty dead dinking also. So I think that if he gets his feet behind it, he can roll more backhands instead of just poking it out of the air, which gives Gabe opportunities. So misdirecting the cross-court dink from Ben straight ahead dead it's a problem. It's a problem. And also a problem is relying on the behind the back shot. You want to use that if the circumstances.
The word is dire, Adam.
Right. You don't want to have that be a go-to option.
Time in.
It's the third time he's thrown that back there. All right, 8-3 after the timeout.
Point.
I don't care if you don't hit a forehand. I still got way ahead here.
That's the pretzel up. And you know Blaine knows it's coming, and he's just trying to get in the right position to counter. Very difficult.
No way, Gabe. Unbelievable. They're 90-10 against, and they win the rally.
I don't think they ever got established at the kitchen. Swinging away from a couple feet off of it to win the point.
Game point.
Side out.
Sticks the tongue out. Can't believe he missed that one.
3-10-1. Second serve.
I mean, who is this? Ben is sending things today.
3-10-2. Point.
Really like that location from Blaine Hovenier. He's pretty crossbody heavy. He decides to fire up the line. Anytime Ben resets that ball and doesn't smack it with two, that means he's somewhat fooled or leaning the other way.
Side out.
A little messy there again. First tournament together. Jaume would like a 3 there on the serve. Not going to be awarded to him. Game point 2.
Second serve.
2 undefeated teams in 2026.
Yeah, that's what's happening here.
10-4-2. Point game.
And that's the way it will end anticlimactically, but We will play 3 here, Adam, and the top seed cranked it up there.
Yeah, they certainly did, and we were expecting that.
Welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with Adam Stone. Adam, shocker in game 1. Leveled out there in game 2. Can Jaume find the 10 out of 10 here again? We'll see. We'll switch ends at 6.
Out.
It's fluttering like a butterfly through the court.
And it's just weird for a right side player, Blaine Hovenier, that he has to be ready for that because Gabe has these weird counter attacks from awkward positions.
Jeez, Jaume.
Messes it up.
Yep. What a rally. Jaume under siege.
He turned sideways. He turned sideways and just slaps a backhand or a forehand counter from the middle of the court. And then forces Ben into a bad decision on that last ball, and Hovenier's ready with the backhand punch.
Point.
Another pass up there out of the air from Gabe Tardio, but it didn't matter because he found the feet of Blaine Hovenier.
Point.
Yeah, seeing the drives coming from that side, that's one thing that Blaine and Jaume got away from for whatever reason in game 2. We'll see if that continues.
Point.
Backhand slice bunt. Not looking to do a lot with that, deadening the ball and misses a few inches wide. Smart Taltio there from Blaine. Break up the momentum a little bit.
Great return. Desperately needed. Can't get this to slip too far away. I realize they came back from 6 in game 1, but that ain't happening again.
Yeah, Blaine's early point depth and power is for real. Serve and return. Didn't have the depth that time, but had plenty of pace.
Yes.
And creates the error from Tardio.
1-3-1.
Artist formerly known as Ben.
Second serve. One, 3-2. Side out.
Yeah, I don't know what you do if you're Blaine there.
And you see Ben reach out and really snap that last
3-1-1.
ball.
Second serve.
And Ben looks at the heavens, cannot believe he didn't make that one.
Yeah, very perturbed.
3-1-2.
Great partner protection. No way, Jaume. I mean, Mr. Showtime is back, and I am loving every minute of it, as is this great crowd.
Oh, we missed that Jaume. He's on it right now. Look at the
just insane positions.
Awkward body positions. Ball keeps coming back. This has been a focused, intense Ben. The smiles are gone.
Yes.
You saw a couple in game 1 when they had the lead in the first half of that game. He's pretty dialed right now. Man, and it drops.
Way in too, Adam.
It's like ball flight. Sure, let it fly. That's going to sail long, and they just seem to not so often.
5-1-2. Side out.
Huge hold there. So let's see if they can cut into the lead before the end change.
1-5-1. Second serve.
Did you catch that from Blaine?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go Stone. Let's go Dave.
Yeah, I did.
Little shout out to the booth.
I did. We're involved. We haven't hit a ball yet, though.
No. Don't play
1-5-2.
What an angle from Ben.
Five, 1-1. Second serve.
HTP from Ben. Not typical off his paddle. Usually has those measured well.
Usually know he's going to go for it.
5-1-2.
I don't think he knew until the last second that he was going to try that.
So he gets another try, plays a ball standing out of bounds, and that works. What a crazy spot for Ben to show up, and that is the one that gets them to 6, and we will switch ends. So top seed dropped game 1, but now they're rolling.
Side out.
Little nice thing for the viewers. Happens
1,
to the
6,
best.
1.
Yes. Wait, Ben missed a plain dink? Okay.
Second serve.
You hate to return the favor, though.
Yeah. At least wait a
1,
couple
6,
points.
2.
Yeah.
Don't give it right back to him.
Gets the gift, ATP. We love the ones off the tape. That gives you such a nice angle.
That's a layup. Rare you can catch the left foot of your opponent on the around the post, but you can see right there, that's exactly what happened.
Great serve. On it, but slapped deep.
A little bit open on the paddle face flat. Didn't have the traditional top spin on that forehand counter.
Second serve.
Gabe knew it as soon as he hit it.
6-2-2. Point.
Best combination in all of pickleball. Has been doing that for dang near a decade.
It's just nasty.
7-2-2.
And Blaine gets him back. Okay.
Yeah, very next point. Took him 3 shots, but they were all well struck from Hovenier. Just what the doctor ordered.
2-7-1.
I mean, Ben
Second serve.
was back at the line before his retreat bounced.
And the efficiency of the footwork, too. So he's got all his weight on the back
2-7-2.
foot to retrieve and then pushes off back towards the kitchen.
That was a clinic right there on how to go get a lob. Ooh, they weren't sure.
Jaume caught him, though. You don't usually see Ben catching the ball behind his body very often.
3-7-2.
Shut up.
Side out.
Shut up on that. Jaume wants to know how in the world he made that one. That's his Tardio-ness.
Right on, baby. Here we go, John. This? Yeah.
7-3-1. Second serve.
They're playing very aggressive.
7-3-2.
Check.
No way. Oh, my goodness. You just can't believe you don't win that rally.
Okay, come on. I love how he just walks back.
Oh, yeah,
like it's another day at the office.
I
Like,
do this all the time.
why are you guys cheering? Like, that's just my game,
Oh.
man.
Side out.
Same guy.
3-8-1.
Again?
Second serve.
Ben has definitely caught Blaine late on the slide.
Yes.
Quite a bit lately, and also getting it out of that
3-8-2.
punch
Yes.
area up in the shoulders of Blaine Hovenier, which is definitely the target.
Oh, Birch very much, but pulls it wide.
On the landing.
Okay.
Side out.
And a footfall to go with it. Thank you, Carol and Mark,
Salt-
for that.
salt
yeah.
in the
yeah,
wound.
Yeah, let's just get the full sea salt and pour it in there. 3 points from the semis.
8-3-1. Point.
The fans have got to
Timeout
go
receivers,
and catch that
9-3-1.
out of the air. We give an autographed ball if you make it. If clean grab, you get a special gift. We put that, our council up here, put that together. Just a little lean forward and you get maybe a Catherine Parento or some other superstar signed ball. So if you come out, folks, make that clean grab and you get a special souvenir.
Clearly that gentleman did not know
No.
that is what happens out here on Humana Championship Court.
It is new. I like that we added that. So 2 points away, Adam. And the top seed had to recover. I mean, I got to guess that they, other than when they got pickled, they hadn't lost 10 points in a row. That just went into my mind. I'm like, wait, oh my gosh, we did call them getting pickled once. So they have lost that many points in a row one other time. But they just, I think that's huge for Gabe, especially, I mean,
15
he
seconds.
lost
Receivers,
badly
one timeout.
and mixed
Servers, one
earlier
timeout.
today. So that was 3 games in a row he had lost, but you have that goat to your side that just keeps everything under control,
Time in.
and here they are on the precipice of the
9-3-1.
semis.
Blaine, you did great for a few shots.
Yes. And then Ben is winding up, and here comes match point.
10-3-1.
What in the world was that?
Point
Full
game match.
Tardio-ness to end it. Sort of a fake cut down the line high. Why not? He's talking about it. That's the way the kid plays. Yeah. Well done, Jaume, Martinez, Vich, Atlanta Bouncer fans. I would be very excited about seeing Jaume play at that level. We'll talk to the winners. What are you doing, Gabe? Welcome back, everybody, to the Fasenra Sacramento Open presented by Zimmer Biomed. It took 3, but the undefeated in 26 top seed move into the semifinals. What a performance from B.Johns and Gabe in full Tardio-ness mode there at the end. We'll talk about that in a second. They join us courtside. Gabe, I'll start with you. You're up 7-1, you're cruising, and then 10 points in a row go the other way. What the heck happened there, and then what changed to get you guys to the finish line?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. I think I was too trigger happy. I think I was still a little tilted from the mixed match. So I kind of like went on full speed up mode, and it did not work out. And yeah, I mean, they also played really good. They had some big drives, big poaches, good speed ups. But what changed was I think I settled down a little more and kind of like got into a lot of dink and rallies, which is what we do the best.
B.Johns, well played down there. I was noticing some pretty aggressive court positioning from you after your own thirds and after Gabe's thirds. Was that a point of emphasis, opponent dependent? Please explain.
Yeah, I think it was 2 things. One, just feeling good today, feeling energetic, so I just wanted to move. I'm sure that has something to do with just being in one division this week. So, I mean, an early exit from singles, but one division now. So a lot of energy, I feel like, and that makes me want to close on the drops more. And then the other thing is the ball's kind of softened up today. With these hotter conditions, you can trust that you're going to hit the drop where it's supposed to go a little more. And then also it's a little harder for them to do stuff with the 4th ball. So you can close pretty comfortably and try to take advantage of anything that's a little bit high.
So, Gabe, I would like to inquire into your mind on 2 shots you hit in this match. Let's go back to game 1. Tweener ATP, I was about to lose my mind. Is that something you've ever made? I haven't seen it made in all the matches I've called. Tell me about that thought process.
Yeah, I've actually made that shot once, so I was trying to like repeat it. It was definitely not smart. I think the ATP was there. But yeah, I don't know. We were up. We had a big lead, so I went for the hero shot.
And then what in the world was that thing down the line on match point? My goodness.
Oh, that was a very bad decision by me. That's what it was.
Well, your bad decisions always seem to come out roses. They're undefeated and they're heading to the semifinals. Give it up for B.Johns and Gabe Tardio.